Hello and welcome to the Superpower Dead team. I'm Peter.
And I'm Rick, and episode 5 of Obi Wan drops tonight.
Number 5. Just watched
5.
it.
Just watched it, yep. Pete, what'd you think?
Oh, I thought it was better than last week. It had some moments that I enjoyed. I kind of liked the twist. Had a bit of a lightsaber duel, which was all right.
We're gonna talk about twists? Are we gonna say spoilers from here?
Twist. Oh, spoilers.
No, don't watch it if you haven't seen it yet. Come back. Watch it. As we always say, watch it, tell 10 million of your friends, and get them to like and subscribe watch after them. Yep, go.
It's really working.
Yeah.
So, well, I can't remember where it started, but they were
to me, it started with the flashback
because they had the established that the tracking device was put on the ship, and so they went home. Had a flashback of Anakin, who looked a bit older than he did in.
Yeah, why couldn't they just de-aged him?
I think they tried, but
it looked like Grandpa Anakin.
They probably just put some like tape on his head or something. But
you know what? Can I just say there before, because you didn't ask me what I thought of the episode.
What did you think of the episode, Rick?
I saw this. I thought Star Wars is back. Like, my faith is restored. This was such a great episode. I freaking loved it.
You did?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know whether you were being sarcastic or not.
I am being sarcastic because Star Wars, you can take all this merchandise that I bought over the years, this and this, and you can shove it up your.
Now I don't know what.
Because crap. It was crap.
Now I don't know whether you're joking now or whether you're joking.
No, this is. If anything makes me hate this series more, it's just, it's dead. It's gone. So I was thinking while I was watching it, and I was thinking, do you remember in Empire Strikes Back when Vader employed the Inquisitors and third brother and fourth sister to go hunt down the Millennium Falcon?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
No, because I can't remember.
No,
I thought he just went and got bounty hunters and
Sorry, the Inquisitors are part of Rebels, and I don't know if they're part of the Clone Wars, but they're part of Rebels.
Yeah,
I think they were hunting down Jedis. I know they probably all died.
But going back to what you were saying, that opening scene with the flashback of Obi-Wan still being
just letting the audience know that it's raining quite heavily outside. So if there's noise, it's rain.
Yeah, and we could be load shedding, so we might lose power at any time. So that's a thing. But so I actually thought, while Hayden looked a bit older than he should have, but that sort of scene where they were just having little bits of that training sequence where Obi-Wan was trying to teach him, they were dueling. How much better would the prequels have been if they just thrown that a little bit more of that sort of stuff?
Yeah,
just to just tease out that little, the growing apart and together of the two of them. Anakin.
What, you mean actually develop their characters and their relationship?
Is that what makes a good movie? I'm not sure.
Instead of just throwing them into ridiculous action scenes which were completely unbelievable and
then silly. Maybe have them talk about something that happened off screen. You remember that time when we ended up in the Gundark nest?
I saved you from this and saved you from that. I had this week somebody. This week at work's been pretty busy. I think I've been a bit grumpy, a bit over it. Yeah. And someone's must have noticed that I was a bit grumpy, and then someone else said, "Oh, it's because he's disappointed in Obi-Wan or something like that." And I said, "No, I'm not." And I realized I don't really care about this series at all. I'm not invested in it. I like Alec Guinness as Obi-Wan, and we've still got him.
Yeah.
The prequels were not my Star Wars movies. They are this generation's Star Wars movies coming up now, and there's people with a lot of affection for them for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I'm not putting that down. That's just what they grew up with, and that's what they like. But it's not my Obi Wan really, and it's not my Star Wars, so I don't really care. And I thought there was
It's
some
a bit
good
like
things
that.
about this episode, but
And you're right. Yeah,
I don't really care.
There was some good stuff. Like there was a part where Leia had to try and she's gone up into the Veets to find out what was going on, so because they couldn't open the doors, and I could just imagine Star Wars being rewritten at the start, where she's going, General Kenobi, years ago you helped me find a ladder. Now I need you.
Oh, she very confidently asked for a ladder, doesn't she? I need a ladder. And he's like at the beginning, he was like second guessing where he was, like when they had to meet that person. Oh, he's not here. Let's get out of here. And this time he's like, yeah send a 10-year-old girl up into the
I
vent
trust
so
her.
I trust her now.
Her.
I guess that's character development, isn't it?
Because when I was watching it, and I was still thinking about the Star Wars I kind of know, and just watching it with that same sort of I guess that glasses on, that I don't really care.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether these are made for people who just like, particularly prequel people who just want to see Darth Vader and Obi-Wan in different settings. Like, we've seen them in the movies do those, but geez, I'd love to see Darth Vader staring down hyperdrive or whatever, or just walking along some sand or something like that. I'd love to see him in that brand new setting. It seems like it's made for people who want to see Star Warsy stuff that reminds them of things, but without actually developing any character or story.
And we've got one episode left to tie up quite a few things. There's a bit of a cliffhanger on this one.
Is it 6 or 8? I haven't done any research.
I think it's 6. I think it's good. Yeah. And that's another thing I thought today. I said they could have just edited it down a bit and just made it like a 2-hour movie or something.
Yeah, you could have got rid of a few plot points. And yeah, this episode they tried to do a few things. So I think we complained last week that no one was getting killed that was of any significance, except for Wade, the pilot, that we didn't know. But
yeah,
there was a couple of others. It was interesting to see.
One of the main characters, well, new characters died.
Yeah. And it was interesting to see finally a stormtrooper could hit a target, but he was about point blank range away. He was basically holding him there. There, gotcha, finally.
So, so the Empire invade the whatever it is, the rebel
base, hiding
spot, and Obi-Wan goes out to. Now, why did we have this big action scene, lots of the rebels getting killed and lots of stormtroopers getting killed and things, and then Obi-Wan says, "No, we've got to end this. I'll give myself in." And why didn't he do that to begin with?
Why wasn't he doing that while they were all just running out?
Yeah, he goes, "I'll go." It should have been, "I'll go.
Hold him off.
Vader's after me. I'll go and confront him, and you guys get out of here." But no, he waited till lots of people got killed first.
Do you remember that second prequel movie? I can't even remember what it was called. Attack of the Clones. Do you remember that one where there was the 6 Arms General Grievance or whatever his name was? But they'll be looking
the third one, or was that the second one?
Oh, it could have been the third one. And
I remember him riding a lizard.
Yeah, maybe that was the third one. But then Kenobi jumps out of hiding in front of a whole room of full armed whatever they were, just to surprise Grievous with his 6 lightsabers, just going with well, hello there. And not even worried about the fact that they could have just blown him to shit from there. But yet he couldn't run out with maybe a dozen stormtroopers and just because they were doing it in Attack of the Clones. Oh, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. And he was killing most of them. I don't think the rebels and the civilians were doing a lot.
Maybe his powers are weak, old man.
But so he, what's the third sister's character's name? I always get it wrong. Reva. So he's talking to Reva and discovers that Reva was one of the Padwans from
one of the younglings.
Of the Sith. Younglings?
Yeah. No, she wasn't a Padawan.
Same thing?
I thought a Padawan was when you're being trained under
okay. Like you've got like a master.
Yeah.
So, she was one of the little younglings that...
Not that I care about Star Wars or anything.
Anakin killed all the children.
Yeah.
And she survived somehow. And so her plot all along has been to get as close to Vader as she can to kill him. So I thought that was okay because it's
I agree.
It's better than what I heard that she was just going to turn good in the end. And
no, I think so that was kind of worthy.
I was happy with that, and I was happy with the fight. Like so, Obi-Wan uses that to get Vader here, and he can get away with others while she confronts him. And she had no chance against Vader, and he just showed his power in that scene. Again, he wasn't that powerful in Star Wars, but never mind. What do we do? But I did quite like the lightsaber duel there, and you've got the double blade of the Inquisitors. They have that. Darth Maul had it, but the Inquisitors in Rebels.
Yeah. Okay, the ones that spin around like a helicopter.
Circle, so that I thought that was quite good. But yeah, she's no match for Vader. And then we get the real Grand Inquisitor who died in Episode 1 come back. Same through the stomach as
but then he did say he does say that he knows how the pain of whatever is revenge. The pain.
So they just left her, and she wasn't dead.
Oh, I thought she recovered quite quickly from being mortally wounded. So, what's that thing over there in the sand? And then sat up and goes.
Does that mean she's going to go to Tatooine to try and protect Luke, or what? Like, is that
maybe because I think now because the way that the message was broken, it was talking about children, but only really mentioned Luke on Tatooine. So maybe that's the link to say how Vader knew that he had a son, but didn't know he had a daughter.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it only mentions Tatooine, so she might go down there. Yeah.
He can't seem to sense Leia or anything.
Maybe because.
And the other thing about him, when Vader did confront, or when Reva, is it Reva?
Yeah.
When she did confront Vader, because when they were in an earlier scene, I thought, how come Vader couldn't work out that she was, against him?
Yeah,
but so powerful with Sauce, but they sort of said, "Oh, you think I didn't know that?"
Yeah, I once she revealed.
So I guess it was a bit of using each other to get to Obi-Wan and that sort of thing.
But
so I thought that was all right. I thought it was a bit weird that Vader's so powerful that he can stop a bloody jumbo jet from taking off, and pulling it down and destroying the engines. And did the other shit come out of that? Is that what happened?
I'm not sure because I thought,
I rewound it and I still couldn't tell.
I'm not sure if it
wouldn't work
because he was so fixed on that one that was taking off that he thought had Obi-Wan. He didn't see the other one on the ground. I might have to go back and watch it.
It came out of the other ship destroyed.
And I'm going, sort of dumbass, weird. You got tricked by that before already at the end of Rogue One. Like, wow, they got you twice.
Well, Rogue One hasn't happened yet, though.
Yes, it has.
No, it
hasn't it?
No.
I'm getting confused. Yeah.
Leia's an adult at the end of Rogue One.
Oh, that's right. A CGI adult. So then, even worse, than he gets tricked by it again. It's already happened to him, and he gets tricked again. There was a couple of things. I kind of expected him to say he didn't know. You didn't think I knew. Like once you knew that she was a youngling, and I kind of guessed that was going to happen. But I'm still not sure. And this, clearly my knowledge of the timelines is really good, as I just showed. But so there was that moment where Obi-Wan was trying to stall for time and talking to her. Yeah. And he's like, how did you know Anakin was Vader? And oh my God, you were a youngling and you were there or whatever when he killed him. But she still didn't see Anakin turn into Vader. You know what I mean? Like,
they made it. Did she?
But they made it a shock that wasn't that early in one of the episodes when she told Obi-Wan that Anakin's alive, he's Vader, and he was like, oh, shocked. It was like, oh, how can that be? But she didn't see Anakin as Vader. She just saw him as a guy working around murdering people. She didn't.
Yeah, I guess that's
how did she know?
No, she wouldn't have known.
How did she know? Unless she
sensed
in there. Well, then Obi-Wan should sense him in there as well.
And also, like, if she didn't know it was Vader, she wouldn't have been like. If she didn't know Vader was Anakin, she wouldn't have been like made her quest to go and catch him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she had a premonition that he was going to turn into Darth Vader.
General Kenobi, years ago you found me a ladder. That's about where this ends up, I reckon.
Well, I did think it was better than last episode, but it probably was just because there was a Vader lightsaber battle.
And I don't want to say that it was because of that, but the last episode I liked was when Vader first turned up, and there was that first. It was kind of like the first encounter they had since he'd been killed, or like he became Vader, and Obi Wan was scared, and there was some good interplay in that one. He was just angry, but it was just made a little bit more character developmentally because of those flashbacks because all of his flaws and how Obi-Wan beat him were revealed in that little flashback training. You're too confident.
And that was quite clever, the way they sort of intercut those two things happening. So what about next week? What's your prediction for next week?
All right, so what's happened? They're stuck. They're being followed. They've got no hyperdrive. I'm going to guess an R2 unit's going to go in and just switch it back on and then get rewarded by the Queen or the Princess in this case. And then it's like poetry. And then Obi-Wan will drop Leia off and then go back to Tatooine. Oh, because it ended on a shot of Luke too, didn't it?
Yeah, so I think...
I think maybe Reva's going to go...
They're going to get out. They're going to get away from that spaceship.
Yeah.
Then they're going...
They'll return Leia. They'll go home.
Leia off. And maybe...
She'll lose her memory somehow. She'll get her memory wiped.
Hit on the head. He'll do a Jedi mind trick. You won't remember me.
I thought he's just going to go, okay, this is going to hurt you more than it hurts me, Leia, but I can't have you remembering any of this. Bang.
But there wouldn't be any reason to erase her memory, though, unless something traumatic happens.
You can't know who I am because it doesn't make sense in episode 4, Leia.
So there's going to have to be some sort of confrontation on
Tatooine, yeah.
But if Vader's there, it won't make sense again, because surely he'll sense Luke.
Well, no, if Vader's there, that ruins so much more because
they've got another 8 years before.
And then it's like,
hiding.
My potential son's on Tatooine. Oh, hang on, why are the people with the stolen tapes of the Death Star heading to Tatooine?
It's a coincidence.
I'm not going to go down onto the planet myself.
I live on Tatooine.
But I hate sand. That's why I'm not going down there. I hate sand. It's coarse. It gets everywhere. I can't have it in this suit, especially with my burns.
My mother was kidnapped by sand people, and I murdered all of them.
Oh, the women, the children, all of them.
Doesn't make sense that he was on Tatooine.
Or Vader will just sit there going, nah, it can't be Tatooine. That's just too obvious. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go to an ice planet.
So what are they? I don't know what they're going to do.
I don't know how they're going to tie this up.
There's a reason Reva knows that they're on Tatooine. But
she might try and get favor. She might try and sway favor back with Vader going, I know a secret.
Yeah, but why does she?
About
she
your
doesn't
son.
like him. She wants to kill him. She wants him dead.
Maybe she respects him now because he actually tried to kill her this time.
Don't think
Or tried to kill her again. Maybe got in the same spot.
Maybe. All right. Well, we'll have to find out next week.
We won't. We can just go, don't care. I'm not watching.
I've got to find out what happens now because otherwise I won't sleep at night.
Well, otherwise that's 5 hours of my life just wasted.
Oh, what else are you going to do in that time?
All
right. Thanks for watching our videos. We should have a movie review out this week. We said that last week and we didn't get it out, but never mind.
It's happening. It's happening, people. It's happening.
It's happening. Oh,
I'm looking at you.
So look forward to that.
Yep.
You can follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, Superpower Dead Eye Team. And please like and subscribe to our channel. Our other shows are better than the live ones, I think, but we still like doing it.
Yep. All right. Well,
We had 4 people watching at one stage, then 2, now it's 0.
And then I started swearing, and then that was it.
There was 1. Molly must have lost her connection.
Maybe 1.
Sorry, Dad, my battery went flat.
Anyway, yeah. So that's Obi Wan episode 5 in a nutshell. Thanks for watching, people.
Thank you. New review this week and new movie review next week, and we'll see you next Wednesday live.